All right, on the play is always good. That's just a piece of garbage. So mulligan, still not good, but I think we'll have to keep it. And just hope our opponent's hand is even worse. So they kept, we'll keep, put that on bottom. Play mountain to utilize that scry and lava spike. And hope we're playing a deck that has all fetches and needs the upright shock. It's a good start. That's a good start. So we might not be fast enough to beat Shadow with this hand, but we can kind of hold back a while. So Searing Blaze is good. Yeah, so we can just kind of be patient here, let them do the work for us, and then just kind of burn them out with instant speed, hopefully. Yeah, TGC, it's really, I mean, you know, there's times you gotta point it at them, or at their creatures, but, you know, you really have to need that. So it's already out of Searing Blaze range. But we fire this off, they go down to 13. We're going to go down to 18, 17. I think we still need to do that. So we'll go Stomping Ground here. I mean, they're still going to have to do themselves some damage if they want to get some, if they want to get their shadows in play. And we're only looking at a 4-5. It's still a fairly slow clock for what we've got. I mean, we've got 9 damage in hand. They just need to do 4 to themselves. So we're gonna pass on playing the Lava Spike. It just incentivizes them to, you know, do their own damage to themselves. All right, so TGC. So TGC is a buddy of mine. Knows the meta a lot better than I do. So he's saying that this might actually just be straight up Abzan. Which if it is, I might want to be mana efficient here and fire off this. At least it's a Targus command. I'm not going to be able to utilize that mode real well with getting the +1/+1 on creatures because I don't have any. And now that they've got some blockers, it's looking worse. So yeah, I think we'll fire it off. We're still going to hold on to this Bloodstained Mire in case we draw another Searing Blaze. So Goblin Guide. Again, I could cast this and use it to block a Tarmogoyf, but I mean they might have Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay that's just rotting in their hand, and that just gives them an excuse to use it. Whereas if I attack, they'll probably double block with their spears to get rid of it, and then that just gives me more opportunity to draw more burn. So that's what I'm going to do. Attack while they're tapped out, force the block, slow down their clock. Hopefully they want to kill it. And actually them spending their turn to play Liliana is great for us if we cast this Lava Spike. Because it's not going to be symmetrical. Hey, Black Flame Ashura. Hey, yeah. So actually, there will be a replay on Twitch. Once I'm done with my stream, you'll be able to go back and watch it. And then I'll probably like cut the video into individual matches and post it to my YouTube channel, which you can see the handle there at the bottom left. So those are some super tight games. So it definitely had me nervous. Yeah, so they're just going to cast Lingering Souls. Makes sense. Right now, if I fetch, I'm dead on the crackback. So I don't think I want to fetch. I mean, even if I draw into like a Boros Charm, I'm still going to be able to fetch into an upright, kill him this turn. So this Copper Line. I mean, there's no need to fire that off right now. I could play the Copper Line, but then I kind of want them to play Liliana. And I don't mind discarding it. I mean, the only way it'd be relevant is if I draw a Rift Bolt that now I'm not able to hard cast. So maybe it's just straight wrong. So I'm not even going to cast Liliana, which I'm pretty sure we saw. So I'm kind of interested in what they have. So I think Vareshu is dead here. I'm not sure what we could do with 4 damage. Yeah, there's no reason for them not to just attack in. Yep, Cells concede. Right, so just like one too many lands that game. I think taking Eidolons out makes sense. Bringing another Skullcrack. Maybe some Deflecting Palms. Yeah, Tuxdev, that was, yep, didn't work out. So I think, if I recall, I'm pretty sure I mulliganed. So is an Eidolon better than any of these? I mean, maybe Rest in Peace is better than Eidolon. So we lost our first Abzan. That's so we're 3-1 in the league right now. We lost the Abzan earlier. We're kind of set up to. This actually looks pretty good. We're going to be able to go pretty wide. Deflecting Palm is always interesting. I'm not, against Liliana the Veil decks, it's a card that you like to sit on. So sometimes if you know they're playing Liliana, I don't always like to bring it in because sometimes you'll just end up discarding it without any value. But hopefully we'll nab like a Tarmogoyf with it. Alright, so they get their Marsh Flats. Yeah, I see what you mean. Zablacki. I just kind of got too greedy, pointing all that damage to the face, and maybe should have tried to control the board a little bit better. So heart rate's back down to about 130. Still going strong. We're about 2¼ hours into this ride and into this league. So this is actually too bad, because next turn we're going to be able to go Swift Spear into, maybe we draw into like another 1 CMC spell. So I'm actually going to go Mountain here. Then the double Swift Spear. And now just kind of hope that we're just too wide for them. So we get another Marsh Flats. Probably have a Fatal Push. So unfortunately they didn't have to fetch for an upright there. Like if they had like a Windswept Heath instead. So turn 2 Tarmogoyf, I think would be maybe the worst thing for us. Maybe like an Inquisition, taking that Lava Spike. Because I'm kind of hoping to hit, you know, 2 1 CMC spells here. I guess Collective Brutality would be really bad right now. Shriek Maw. Okay. So there's still 7 cards. Yeah, I think we just Lava Spike and a Tarkus Command here. Just go for the race and get in top deck mode. So unfortunately I had that removal, because with 2 Monastery Swift Spear that would have been really amazing. Alright, so we got him pretty low. I mean, they really have to think about fetching, you know, putting themselves down to 3. Because 4 is usually 2 burn spells. So we'll hold on to that in case we get a Searing Blaze. So I got the path. Yeah, so this is kind of that situation now where that Deflecting Palm's just kind of going to sit there. They're going to go for Siege Rhino. Kind of unfortunate, but we still might be in good shape. Yeah, we're looking alright. So you're late to the party, Skullcrack. Alright, so we'll go ahead and Deflecting Palm this. They can't Abrupt Decay their own guy. They're not set up to Fatal Push their own dude. They could Path their own guy. That's fine. That's fine too. So if they had green mana, I might have like held that up for like a Feed the Clan. And I think we're still good. So just submit there. So TGC Requiem, Adele's Traverse version. So haven't seen any Traverse yet, but I believe you. There's a lot of interesting card choices. Speaking of interesting, I think based on what I've seen, you know, if they're playing like the Noble Hierarchs or, you know, even Tarmogoyfs, usually, sometimes a turn 2 Syrian Blaze is enough to get a Tarmogoyf, but I've seen some, you know, Baubles and Shriek Maw, and I think I got to mulligan this. Not great, but hopefully we can put a land on top. Yeah, so actually now it's not so bad. So they're going to be mana efficient. Or efficient with their life total. Play that Bazooka Bog. But it doesn't mean we're going to get our Swift Spear. They know they have a Bloodstain now, which is fine. So for a mulligan, this actually didn't turn out too bad. Yeah, Tuxedo, I actually wasn't thinking about Blessed Alliance. That's a good point. But yeah, I think you're right. I just kind of had to go for it. So there's Inquisition. I mean, they're all, you know, in one sense kind of redundant, so probably take Boros Charm or a Tarkus Command. So I took Boros Charm, which makes sense. I mean, it's going to make me it's kind of forcing me to fetch for a green source. See if that comes in upright. Nope. So I might actually just a Tarkus Command here. I don't have to worry about holding up a Tarkus Command for a Siege Rhino this next turn. And then I can hold up mana for Skullcrack the following turn. And Tarkus Command becomes 5 damage here when paired with Prowess. So we'll get him for 6. So I think I'm going to get that value out of this Tarkus Command while I can. Put them down at 13. They don't have a board. We got a bunch of burn in hand. Tarmogoyf's fine there. That's actually really good. So that lets us fire off 2 spells in 1 turn if we want to. There's Liliana. Let's see if she makes us get rid of Swift Spear. So discard a card. I think we get rid of... I don't necessarily know that I want to get stuck with two CMCs. I think that's fine. Because if I get rid of and I draw another 2 CMC, I'm not able to cast everything. So I'm actually going to get rid of Skullcrack here. and just kind of hope they don't have any life gain. Yeah, so they're not going to attack in. I could kill Liliana here, but I think based on our hand, we just need to go for broke. Yeah, see, so this is a situation that like I wanted to avoid, because if I had the Skullcrack in my hand now, I would lose a card to Liliana this turn, because I can't fire them both off, but now I've only lost one card. This seems pretty good. Yep, so Swift Spear is on blocking duty now. Oh, Nightbot. Josh, you want me to, or TGC, I'll give you some permission. So they might make a sacrifice, but I'm kind of incentivizing them to make us discard. Yeah, so now we'll go ahead and fire this off. So we'll do a lightning bolt first, just in case they try to, respond with some life gain. So see if they respond with some life gain, feed the clan. Nope. Alright, now we're still looking alright. Hopefully have at least a couple turns to draw into lethal. Thanks TGC for that link. That looks like the deck that we're playing right now. I guess it's, we think that it's probably Willie Adele's Traverse Abzan. So if they go Siege Rhino here, then I feel like, choosing that mode was pretty good. I mean, there's really no point in giving the Swift Spear a +1/+1 because it still is not going to trade with the Tarmogoyf. So we're in a good spot to be top decking here. So the fact they're attacking tells me they probably have a blocker coming in. But it can't be Tarmogoyf and it can't be Grim Flare. They have Lingering Souls. So those are their blockers. They're going to make me sacrifice Lily next turn anyway. I'm not going to get damage in. I'm just going to trade with their Lingering Souls. So definitely block here. By hopefully 2 turns. 2 turns to close the game out. Thanks Tuxdev for the heads up. Deflecting Palm is not, and so again, I think I mentioned this earlier, Deflecting Palm is just bad against Liliana because she's going to make me discard it, and I'm going to play it on Tarmogoyf, and then they're just not going to attack. So this is kind of that exact situation I talked about where Deflecting Palm just kind of becomes bad. But it does buy me a turn. Hopefully. I mean, if they play another Tarmogoyf this turn, then I'm boned. If I don't draw lethal. Yeah, that's right, Black Flame. It's not like completely dead, but Siege Rhino here really kind of sucks. So that actually might close it out. Yeah, so that's just kind of unfortunate. Yeah, and there's the Tarkus command. Ah, bummer. Well, that's kind of a shame to lose that way, but that's how it goes. So we'll see. 1, 2. Yeah, there's no way out. So I'll fire this off for funsies. And then concede. Alright, so that was my league. Both games lost to Abzan, which is kind of a bummer because I feel like Abzan's one of those matches where you're probably favored. But kept a sketchy hand in the first match and this last one. The life cane just kind of got to me. So, yeah, so let's